I'm going to show you how to put together your portfolio. Presumably you've been keeping your images in a portfolio folder and you've gone through lesson 11 and you've done the editing of your images that you plan to use. You can always have more images than 10 and then through a selection process eliminate those ones that you don't think belong in your portfolio. But presumably you'll have at least 10 images. So I want to show you what we're going to do in terms of putting together your portfolio. I have a folder here I'm going to go to here that has some images, low-key images that I'm going to use. So I'm going to kind of randomly go through here and pick some images. Let me pick this one here. Okay. And one thing you can do is you can go through and you can label the ones you want to select. You can always come back and change that later. So let's pick some of the images here. I'm just going to pick a few of them here for illustrative purposes. Let's see, like this image here. So once I do that, I'm just going to pick my select 3 here. All right, now at this point I'm going to open up PowerPoint. And you can see I already got a stud on this. I'm going to go ahead and close this, and I'm going to go ahead and start with a new presentation. So the PowerPoint allows you to use different templates, and I would recommend that you use a template that isn't busy, that doesn't have a lot of graphics on it moving around like that. I think that's just distracting. So there are several templates here that I think would work pretty good. Let's start with, I'm going to say new from template rather than new presentation. So there's one here called gallery, and that's the one I tried before. So you can start off by putting the name of your presentation here. It may be AR 210 portfolio. Okay, and then down here your name, Jim Smith. Okay, you probably want to center that and make that a larger font. And of course you can pick any font you want. Okay, we're going to start with this. And then, I wonder if that's capitalized here. Yeah, okay, it's just a weird font. Okay, so we have our intro slide here. The next thing we're going to do is add a new slide. And if you guys have played with PowerPoint, and I apologize. So one of the things you can do is to insert a picture. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to pick this picture. Presumably I would have filtered this, so I just picked the ones that have been selected already. And one of the cool things about this particular template is it actually creates a picture frame for you. I know we created a frame or a border before, and you can still do that, but certainly this is an option as well. And I still have that presentation around there, so there's a border around this image as well. And then I can come up here to add a title, and I could say Powwow Dancer. This is real simple stuff here. Okay, and then you could come down here and say, provide a little bit of background on why you took this image, why it meant something to you, why it resonated with you. I'm just going to put down some verbiage here. Of course, you're going to put down more detail than I am, but I'm just showing you basically how this works. So I have that. So I'm basically done with this, and I'm ready to pick a new slide. And I'm going to add another picture to it. And I'm going to pick this one here. And I'm going to come over, use the same one for consistency purposes. Okay. Okay, just some random text there. Okay, and then I'm going to come and do another slide. You get the idea by now. Pick another picture here. This one is going to be the real Saint Nick. Okay, and I'm going to come over here and pick a format that works for me. I could actually pick this one since it's larger. Pick one that works with your image. And this is just an example template. You can use any template you want. I'm going to try to center this a little bit here. Okay, and then some verbiage again. Okay, so you get the idea here. Now the other thing I wanted to show you, when you have all 10 images entered, then the next thing for you to do is to make selections about what images you want first and what images you want to have at the end. So when you're putting a portfolio together, it's important to put the best images up front. Think about going to taking your photographic work and going to interview for a job as a photographer. You're going to want to put your best work up front. You're going to want to impress them with that. The stuff that's sort of in the middle, put in the middle of the portfolio, and then end it with some of your best work. So kind of sandwich. You're always going to have work that's better than others, and if you're not sure which is better, then talk to a friend or relative, or if you know a photographer, talk to a photographer. But put the work that you and other people believe is best up front and towards the end. So when we're putting the portfolio together, what we're looking for is work that's representative of what you did during the class. We're not looking for all portraits, for example, or all landscapes. So what we're looking for is I want to see portraits, I want to see landscapes, I want to see still life. We have pretty much 10 assignments. So what you're going to probably be doing is picking the best images from those assignments and using them in your portfolio. Now, there may be a situation where you don't think you did really well on an assignment, and that's okay. You can have two or images in one category, but try to be fairly representative of your best work. So hopefully this was pretty clear to you, and you'll have fun putting this together. And please contact your instructor if you have any questions.